In today's very enthusiastic video, which is totally not false, I will be showing you how to speedrun each team game mode in Bedwars, being solos, duos, and squads. Now, it's not very much on how to do it, it's more of how fast can you be. But for the sake of this video, I will have to show you each step into speedrunning the game modes. We will first need to choose a map after all. In here, the only good maps that we can choose from, it would be easy to speedrun, is Trick or Treat. So we will select that and wait for the game to start. Once your game has started, you will want to go onto your gen and wait for 5 iron, which we will do right now. Once you obtain your 5 iron, you will want to go to the shop and buy wool, obviously. But we don't want to make a bed defense. That would waste our time. Now, not everyone knows how to speed bridge, so we do a quick tutorial. You would want to be at least 2-3 blocks away from your bridging point. Click the build button and go forward at the same time. So click build, which is forward, and we will walk forward and it'll make our bridge. Now, the next step would be to go over to our island, but since our enemy has made bridge, we will try and attempt to fight them. Now, obviously, we do not have the proper gear to fight him, as we don't even have a pickaxe. So we'll want to buy our sword and blocks, however you want to do it. You could just run away too. Over here, make our bridge towards our island, if you can't come back. Upgrade our gen, come over here, buy chain armor, buy some more blocks. You would want to wait until you get 4 diamonds, or if you already have those diamonds, you would either go back to your base and buy the pickaxe, or go to your enemy's base. You then want to come buy your pickaxe, or if you already bought it at your island, and want to kill our enemies so that way he can't bother us. Break, and bed's gone. Now we kill our enemy, which we need to wait for a moment. Boom, he's dead. Once I am done showing you each step on what you're supposed to do, get quick games, I will perform the actions in full speed with no breaks, just to show you. Then we come to our next island where our enemy is, and we want to kill him. Of course, you don't want to fall because then you will lose all of your stuff. We will now run back to where we were before I died, and we will continue to bridge to other islands to kill our other enemies until there is no more enemies and we win the game. Same thing, 2-3 blocks, place and walk forward at the same time. If your enemy so happen to have a diamond gen, you can come over and steal your stuff and buy your own tool, which in this case, I bought an iron sword. You will then want to locate your last enemy, which for me is yellow. Although I did not get to fight him, he did fall. So now I will show you with everything I've told you, what it looks like in full speed. This will also be done with duos and quads. In duos, it is basically the same as solos, except you get an extra teammate. In this case, I have no time to explain. I will choose Belfry for the map. Consider yourself lucky or unlucky if you do not get a teammate. The bad side is you do not have a teammate that can protect your bed. But on the upside, you get to have the gen for yourself. Once you have gotten 5 iron, you'll want to come to the shop and buy wool and go to the middle island between your enemy and you for the diamonds. Now sadly I did fall, but what we can attempt to do is kill off our enemy before they can do anything more. But which in this case, they did leave the game after I killed them. So you will not have to deal with that, if that happens. And upgrade it. You then come to your shop, you buy armor, a sword, and blocks. You can wait for ores to generate so that way you can buy more blocks, which in this case I will do. Same thing with the bridging. 2 to 3 blocks, walk forward and place your block. Now if you're at middle, you'd want to grab the minimum of 2 emeralds so that way you can have a diamond pickaxe, which will allow you for faster mining. Once you have reached upon your next enemy, you will hopefully be able to buy diamond pickaxe and whatever sword you can if you have extra gear. You will now want to kill off your enemy before they run away, because chasing them is everything but fun. In this case, yellow does not have their bed, but they do have ores, which we will come by and take to buy more stuff. You will either want to find your enemy or go for someone else instead of looking for them. You will now want to find your last targets, whoever that may be in the end game. Break their bed. And kill them off. You will be able to get iron armor, but which in this case I cannot. If you do have emeralds, however, you will want to buy a tracking compass since your enemy may be hiding. In this case, I know that he's at my base because he broke my bed. You will now want to attempt to finish off your enemy. And I will now show you what that looks like in full speed. We'll now move on to our final team game mode, which is squads. One, if I would believe, one of the most dreadful modes to play, as most of the time the teammates, if you have randoms, will suck. They will gen share with you and you will not have any freedom. We will now attempt the same thing we've done for solos and duos. We will wait on our gens until we have 5 iron. Once you have your 5 iron, you will do the same thing. Come over here, buy wool, and choose which direction you want to go. In this case, I will go to middle because I want emeralds. If you're feeling brave enough, you can try and challenge a team with just 2 emeralds, as you can buy a pickaxe with that, and you can use that as a weapon. If you are available to, you will want to steal their ores and use it to buy armor, so that way you can survive. You will now move on to your next team if you feel that you can challenge. Come to the base and break their bed. The next step is to kill off the enemy. If you happen to get lucky enough and they have a gold gen, you may be able to buy iron armor, which you will want to check just in case, so that way you can survive for longer periods of time while in PvP. You will now want to challenge your final team if you have the proper gear to do so. You will now want to kill off the last team. I will now attempt to perform squads in full speed. For a quick note, if you see tropical or cyberspace, you will want to vote for either of the two, as it will be even faster to speedrun. Is how you try, attempt, or how to speedrun each team game mode in Bedwars.